Obviously, there's nothing unusual about a tankless reverse osmosis filter system these days. They're quite common. But what's a little bit different about this setup is that I am on a well. My home is on the Long Beach Peninsula on the southwest Washington coast. Basically a sand spit sticking out into the ocean here. And I'm on a shallow well here with a jet pump. And from time to time we've had issues with sedimentation. You know, when the water table gets a little bit low, been known to suck up a little bit of sand particles here and there. Not a big issue, but it's enough of an issue that I've noticed that a lot of the manufacturers of these RO systems state right in their description that they recommend these not be installed on a home served by a well. And I did some research into that to see if there was any way around that. Basically what it does is the contaminants in the well foul the reverse osmosis filters and greatly shorten the life of the filters, so you're basically continually having to change filters, which obviously can get quite expensive. Anyway, as I said, I'm on a well system here. It's down the wellhead is down about, sand point's down about 24 feet. Water table varies anywhere from 12 to 15 feet in the summer, into summer months. This time, like during the winter, the water table is up damn near to the surface. So it varies a lot. Anyway, what I did to alleviate the issue, first thing was I installed a spin down sediment filter. It's called a Rusco spin down sediment filter. The one that I got is has 1.5 slip joint ports on it. It's a model 1-1/2-100F. The 100 stands for the micron rating on the screen. You can get the spin down filters with any number of screen size, the holes in the screen. You can get them from 24 mesh, which is the large openings, 700 micron approximately, all the way down to 1000 mesh, which is very small, 15 micron, and most everything in between. What I'm running is a 100 mesh filter on mine, so it's fairly large. It's just mainly to block out the larger particles. But what's nice about the spin down filters is that there's a valve at the bottom, so if you get some debris collected on the surface of the filter screen, you turn that valve at the bottom and it creates a spinning action and flushes the filter and flushes the debris out the valve. You basically run a little water line out of your pump house or whatever, so that you turn that valve and it just flushes the filter out. So very, very low maintenance. And those screens, the one I've got is a polyester screen on the spin down filter, and you can also get them where the media is a stainless steel, and also wide variety of mesh sizes. And anyway, from there, that's the first line of defense out in the pump house, is that spin down filter. Then we move inside the house to that little stainless steel guy back there. That is a WaterDrop. That's a model WDAS WaterDrop 08. It's a stainless steel single stage cartridge filter, and I'm using that as a pre-filter. It's got a, let's see, 0.5 micron is the rating on the cartridge that's in there right now. And those units are available as a as far as the outside, the aesthetics, the mirror finish stainless steel or the brushed. The one I've got here is the mirror finish. I was really pleased with the quality of that thing whenever I got it. I was amazed. The head on that thing, that head is like solid cast stainless steel. That's got to weigh about 3 pounds alone, and it is just built. The case for the canister, or the canister, is a very heavy gauge stainless. That thing is not cheap as far as the design and build quality and materials. It's a monster, and it's the reason I got that. You know, I needed a pre-filter, something to catch debris before it gets to the RO system. But it is not only stout, but it has the same size 3/8 quick connect, the ports on it, same size as the output here that comes with the RO system that connects into my water line here, my cold water line. That's a 3/8, so it goes 3/8 slip joint in, 3/8 quick connect slip in, 3/8 out, and then 3/8 straight into the RO system. So it just couldn't be easier to put together. It just literally seconds to snap it together once that thing is hung on the wall there. And the other reason was it's actually designed, it's a high flow unit. It's designed to be hooked directly to your sink faucet. So it's 1.6 gallon per minute flow, and I didn't want anything that was going to be dropping my water pressure going into the RO system or impeding the water flow capacity going into the RO system. So I wanted something that was a high flow, and also the filters are relatively inexpensive. The cartridges that go in there run about $19 a pop, and their rated life is up to 24 months or 8,000 gallons. Now, obviously, if I test this, or if I believe that there's any bacteria growth going on or anything like that, I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'm not going to let it go 24 months. But the fact that its rated life is up to 24 months is much better than a lot of other ones. So, you know, the fact that the connectors were compatible, you know, the 3/8 connectors, the build quality, the flow rate, the micron rating, and the duration, and that the cartridges are designed to last is what led me to go ahead and pick that rascal up and put it in. And it's also, I didn't mention this, the seal system on the top of that, the O-ring system. It's got a dual O-ring system, and they're nice big beefy O-rings on there. So I didn't have any leaks initially. I didn't have to tighten it up. I've got a little filter wrench here that goes into there's little pinholes on the side of it, and a collar that you twist. And that collar goes up and threads up and pulls the canister up into the O-rings. So that's a stout little unit there. Really pleased with that. Anyway, down to the meat and potatoes. What this was all about was the reverse osmosis system, and what I decided to pick up is it's a WaterDrop. Part number is a G2P600. So the G2, I guess, from what I can ascertain, it's a 2-filter unit, and it's a 600 gallon per day production. I could never see me needing to produce 600 gallons of water. I know that. At any rate, it's got a 2-to-1 drain ratio. In other words, the water rejection for every 1 gallon of whatever unit, for every 1 unit of wastewater, you get 2 units of clean water. So 2 cups good water to 1 cup wastewater. And it also claims to fill a cup of water in 8 seconds. I was really amazed with the flow rate on it. It puts out a really good amount of water out of the dedicated faucet. And one of the other ratings is 0.42 gallons per minute. So it really puts out a good amount of water at a good rate. So I'm very pleased with it, very pleased. And it's got 2 filters, as you can see, that are removable out the front. You give it a quarter twist and pull the filter out. The top filter is a carbon block, so that in normal circumstances is designed to protect the RO filter, the reverse osmosis filter. So you've got the carbon block filter on the top and then the reverse osmosis filter on the bottom. And again, the designed life for those are 12 months on that carbon block filter and 24 months on the reverse osmosis filter. At any rate, this unit does not have the lights on or the indicator on the faucet, that gives you the total dissolved solids, but it has lights on the front here that illuminate various colors. When they're all blue, everything's hunky-dory. They go through different stages to indicate filter life. You've got your carbon filter light here and your reverse osmosis filter light here. Those are your filter life indicators. When it's dispensing water, the blue light is on here. And it checks, it's got a sensor in there that checks the total dissolved solids, and when it comes on blue while dispensing water, that's indicating that everything's functioning properly. And the little light on the far right, that just indicates power, that the unit is powered on. So anyway, that is my WaterDrop reverse osmosis system on a well. And I'll point out here, just while we're here, this up here is for the wastewater. It's just a little saddle. You drill a 1/4-inch hole through your vertical drain pipe and put that saddle up there. There's a little foam pad that goes on the inside that seals, so you just clamp that saddle on your vertical pipe, and that disposes of your wastewater. Now, just briefly, the other reason that I got this is, you know, we're in a rural area here. I'm not so concerned about your typical type of urban pollutants that you might be concerned about on a municipal water system. You know, your leads and heavy metals and pharmaceuticals and things of that sort. More what I'm concerned about being on a private unique well is things like bacteria, nitrates. There are septic systems. We've got a septic system here on the property, even though it's a fairly large property. It's still, you know, within several hundred feet of the well. So, and you know, there's some people with horses back behind us. So, you know, between the nitrates and the you know, we've got some iron in the water, and anyway, it's just you know, between the bacteria and the nitrates, I just feel better running our water through a filtration system, just to make sure that we're not sucking down a bunch of bad things. And also because we are on a septic system, we the house, when it was built, did not include a garbage disposer, and so there was no power underneath the sink here. So I had to tap into the dishwasher over here. Just basically opened up underneath the dishwasher and tapped into the power, because the dishwasher's on its own dedicated breaker, and just ran some 14 gauge wire over there and punched a hole in the panel. It was pretty handy having the dishwasher right there, so I could stick that little receptacle in, so that I had juice to run the tankless system. Anyway, this unit has been in about a little over a week now, and everything is just doing great, and we're very pleased with it. And I'm going to keep track of this and report back in probably 6 or 8 months regarding the filter life and the performance of the unit. And then at the 1 year point, if everything makes it out to the 1 year point as far as the carbon filter here, we'll report on that. And if we make it to 2 years on the reverse osmosis filter, we'll report on that. And if we don't, we'll report on it. We'll let you know. We'll let you know what the deal is, how this all works out. So hope this was of some help. Let's go up and fill up a pitcher of water real quick, so you can see how fast the thing produces water, and how quiet it is. That's the other thing. I'm really surprised at how quiet it is. I was watching other videos that the unit, I don't know if it's the nature of the microphones on these cell phones, but it seemed noisy. But in person, in this environment here, this thing is incredibly quiet. It's just basically with the you know, if we're in the kitchen and, you know, the TV's going in the living room and we've got the fan going over the range, it's hardly noticeable, really. So let's go fill up a pitcher of water here and see how this thing produces. And just to give you an idea here, we'll fill up a 32-ounce cup, and the doors are open here. You can hardly hear the thing running. It's very quiet, extremely quiet. I was really surprised how quiet it is. With the door shut on the cabinet, you can barely hear it running. And there it is. One quart. Thanks for watching. Hope this video was of some use for somebody out there.